catch the minor, you get something on it after a shovel hit or two. There's no way Canario can keep up.
So here we go, game number 2. Igor, the ladder standout, 4-time #1 on global ladder, 22 top 10 finishes, making his professional debut at the Clash Royale League World Finals.
Yeah, Igor, I know you guys all saw him on Twitter. He said ladder is too easy, hashtag CRL World Finals. So now is the moment for him to show everyone in the world that he can do it online and he can do it here live in front of thousands of people. This is the biggest moment of this young man's career.
And this is a huge one. Thunder to take out Igor potentially in this moment, give his squad a 2-0 lead in King of the Hill, and a shot at going to semis and facing off against SK.
Look, Surgical Goblin is one of the best, if not the best in the world right now, but having to take down 3 people in the World Finals is not any position I would wish upon anyone.
And Andrew, look what Igor's doing so far.
Yep.
And Thunder goes lava.
Igor trying to sell out left-hand lane. That Goblin Cage is going to be enough.
Just completely takes that out, and now Thunder has a healthy Lava Hound opposite direction, but there's the Hunter.
Hunter comes down, Baby Dragon to help support, but that lava not going to get as much as Thunder anticipated.
Well-timed poison, and solid play here from Igor. Going to take a fair bit from that minor, but staying in it as the first minute of play passes.
Yeah, you know, and he didn't really have any other way to double down on the left-hand side. He did what he could with, you know, 6 elixir, but a great Goblin Cage stopped that, and for a moment there it looked like Igor was in trouble. Great poison comes down, and we're not even, but Igor's in a good spot.
Oh, there we go. Game back, the bar barrel cycle taken care of by the log.
Bandit gets caught by guards in the left-hand lane.
So after that crazy opening, things starting to slow down a bit. Here we go, Igor trying to turn things up. How will he contend with this Goblin Cage, Andrew?
I really don't know. I mean, he can't use his poisons on it. He's got to save those to deal with the lava pups because he doesn't have a lot in the air. Hunter obviously is going to be his best response for that.
Igor can get around very, very quickly. It's just going to be 7 elixir to go through 4 cards, but it's going to be very difficult to break through.
One of the great things about quick cycle decks is if you can really figure out how to defend efficiently, regularly against the way that your opponent likes to attack, it allows you to get back on offense much more quickly. And right now, Igor's trying to do that with his minor, but still at a big damage deficit.
Yeah, being behind with a very fast cycle minor control deck, but a minor control deck nonetheless. Very difficult position to be in.
Yeah, now we're getting the minor plus poisons. Thunder's in a very good position. He's like, all right, I don't even really need to use my lava round right now because I can defend so well on the left-hand side.
And that's why you saw the good luck come out earlier. Bandit, though, is going to get back on the tower. No, a beautiful defensive minor by Thunder.
That was perfect. The Bandit looked like it was going straight in, bounces back, then catches with the minor. Thunder is playing out of his mind.
For a guy who came into today with a 29% lifeline win rate in King of the Hill, he is playing like he's been here 1,000 times.
29% seems laughable when he's playing like this. Now, Igor has gotten very close to breaking through a couple times, and now he finds himself back in the lead.
Well, he's doing a great job of forcing Thunder to play in this left-hand lane, but now Thunder does get a Lava Hound on the right-hand side, seeing the Hunter has gone left.
Minor to the back, guard's not played close enough to catch the minor.
Defensive minor, bar barrel.
And look at the value on those bats on the right-hand side, Rich. Baby Dragon finally comes down, but gonna be way too late.
But look at this, minor and guards left-hand side, so making things very difficult for Igor on the left, and suddenly things are close in both lanes.
Yeah, Igor there just opting to eat that whole bit of damage to try to get a bigger push on, and a great, great minor catch there from Thunder. 520, 777.
That entire push perfectly defended by Thunder, and now he can load up in this lane, having done that damage with the support cards earlier on.
And the Bandit gets dropped right into that Inferno Dragon. Not a good use of the 3 elixir there. Minor on the tower, logs in, he needs to get the poison down. But the poison he uses on offense, who'll get there first?
Igor does it! The rookie makes his debut! Ladder
showing, and there is his bench. They are elated. Welcome to CRL, my young friend. What a great way to start your career. Here we go, the specialist, the mortar specialist coming out. Haven't seen it from him yet, but on the other side of it, we got Dandelion, who is 6-4 in King of the Hill in his career. He started off his career at 3-4 in King of the Hill, but then in the last season, he went 3-0 at 100% win rate.
Oh boy, Goblin gang out for Igor, nice catch.
I just hope, I mean, I know there's a lot of people here, but I'll still scream and fanboy over Mortar. There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
You want to see one of the greatest mortar players on the planet? Where here you go. 4-time #1. Let's see what he does.
Dark Goblin off the side there to help DPS down that Elixir Golem, and Mortar shots just raining in on the left-hand side.
And Fireball takes care of business on the right. Baby Dragon will pretty much even things up here, although we should get another mortar shot or two.
Yeah, now that Igor knows that his mortar can be used defensively against the win condition of Dandelion, I imagine we'll be seeing a lot more minor chip plus bait damage.
First minute away.
Or not.
And just loading back up again.
Great last second Rascal's there to catch that Hunter. And the mortar gonna take, I think, just enough to take this Elixir Golem out.
Dark Goblin way behind, Rascal Girl doing her job, and the Bats helping out just a little bit. Baby Dragon will take them off the board, but Mortar gets one more big shot.
Log comes down, maybe gang in the back to catch the miner. Great plays from Igor.
A very nice set, and that's gonna be so much trouble. Igor going hard at the bridge, Rascal Boy going for the tower, Rascal Girl's taking care of that Baby Dragon.
And Igor does not want
Wow,
beautiful.
what a beautiful miner.
And you see Dandelion not feeling very good about that, reeling over it, and now Igor playing his comfort deck in his second game ever at CRL with a big-time lead.
You know what's gonna happen. You know he's gonna play it at some point, and then he does, and you're like, okay, I know this is coming. And then the things he does with it just ruin your day.
How can he stop it? Well, I'll tell you right now, giving 3 Elixir every single time to Igor playing his favorite deck in the world, not gonna do it for Dandelion, and he is in shambles on that tower.
That's gonna most likely be it. Dandelion with 30 seconds left. Elixir Golem though, only 3 Elixir. He can load up, but look at this. He has to play defense right-hand side. Miner to the #1 spot. Igor's pouring it on.
Mortar on the tower again, and this is, if you want to know how to play Mortar, watch this match back. It was beautiful.
Dandelion, last second push. Miner to the tower.
Mortar across the river. And there you go. Igor is 100% in his CRL career. Let's go. Here we go. Maybe the final game of our quarterfinals. Let's go.
You see already a big breath from TNT.
And Igor's just playing with house money right now. He really is.
He looks like he's playing at home.
Yep.
Giant open up from the back for TNT. Dark Prince behind.
Knight and Goblins. Log. Maybe gonna see some Graveyard.
We've seen Ice Wiz and, oh, here we go, Miner. Knight with that recent buff, certainly seen a bit more play. Mostly in that Graveyard deck.
Yep. Got some poison coming out here from TNT. He's gonna draw blood first.
Smart Miner, Baby Dragon will survive. Get a few big-time belches on that right-hand tower. First minute away, TNT with a sizable lead. Both players taking a moment, resetting, catching their breath. And immediately, you see Igor going opposite lane from that Giant.
Yep.
Very, very nice defense. Skeleton catch and zap behind.
The story, though, is going to be all about how Igor is going to defend throughout. You saw that very first exchange did not go very well for him, and you honestly can't take many more of that. Royal Giant down to the left-hand lane.
And Dark Prince will allow a number of shots from that Royal Giant. Miner now trying to help this Giant Night Witch push. And a nice King Tower activation.
Very
you
nice.
had to expect that was coming.
Yep. high goblins. Dark Prince gonna do a bit of damage on the left, Night Witch on the right.
That feels a little early for TNT to be giving up the King Tower activation. He knew about the tornado, went to a very unsafe position. You gotta wonder about doing that so early, but on the flip side, down to under 800 HP.
Yeah, I mean, he's not playing Graveyard, so it's one of those things where the King Tower activation isn't gonna be quite as crucial, but it always matters, Rich, and like you said, maybe being a little bit careless with that miner.
Goblins trying to stay outside of the poison. One does survive, but a second giant behind with a completely healthy baby dragon.
So now Igor needs to make sure he takes that tower on the left, because this tower on the right is definitely gonna fall.
And smart play, getting the miner off the tower. Giant does not get there. Ice Wiz doing his job. Down under 400 HP on the right-hand side. Close to 300 now.
I guess I spoke too soon. I mean, honestly, TNT sending that miner in the back is really rough, and Igor might be able to sweep right now. Miner off the tower, first hit. And the log comes down! The log comes down!
Igor does it!
The miner was one tile away. The log comes down just in time, and Igor sweeps in his CRL debut.
Unbelievable, Andrew. Igor comes out 1, 2, 3. You make your debut at World Finals. That's one hell of a way to
66, which is just so crazy. So here we go. Game 1 of the 1v1 set. A rematch of your CRL West Regional Finals here at the Worlds.
Igor looks so calm, but as he said before, very, very nervous. And why wouldn't you be? The things we've seen Javi Catorze do during the regular season, the kind of moves that he's pulled off, and I said it once during the regular season, sometimes it feels like it's his game and the rest of us are just playing it.
I mean, we watch a lot of Clash Royale, and Javi continuously makes jaw-dropping plays, which it seems impossible to drop our jaw at this point, but Javi does it regularly.
Minor giant for Javi. Hunter will do a good job against that giant. Right-hand lane, Sparky for Igor.
Javi feeling very confident about what he has defensively because he has an E-Wiz.
Yeah, that would be why. That would be why.
Javi with only 6 elixir to defend this big-time push of about, let's call it 9.5 because the Hunter's hurt.
Prince behind, gets the Hunter off very, very quickly.
And look at that miner to protect the Prince from that Mega Minion. Beautiful plays.
Still
now,
eats quite a lot, Andrew.
Yes, that's very true.
And you see Javi, he does that little head nod back and forth. When he does that head nod back and forth, that means he doesn't like what he saw.
Yeah, he usually acknowledges a good play by his opponent, and he's got to reset.
So here we go, heading into double elixir time now. Javi going to the right-hand side, does not want Igor playing into the weak lane.
And now Igor has the luxury of playing that Sparky in the back towards the Giant, not able to get the E-Wiz on top. Will be Javi. So how is he going to break through?
Baby Dragon down, or sorry, Bar Barrel down for Igor, takes care of the Baby Dragon. And a nice high Hunter from Igor. This is beautifully put together.
So Javi here thinking maybe I can go Prince, drop an E-Wiz on this, but you know Igor is expecting it. And another great zap from Igor. Oh, Javi swerves, left lane.
Prince takes care of the first Sparky. He knows he has that E-Wiz still in store for the second.
Giant only gets 1 hit on the tower.
You see Goblin Giant to the left one more time, and yes, we do. And Javi, a rare one step outside. Igor gonna take game number 1 off of Javi. You see the head tilt one more time. He knows he just gave that up.
Igor has been perfect so far today, and Javi knows he let that one get away from him. He's got to regroup himself and get ready to go against Team Liquid's superstar rookie who has shown up in spades today.
One big change to think about for Igor is that much like probably everyone in this room, Igor's most likely used to playing sitting down.
Yeah.
It's a big difference to play standing up, to play at that podium, not just with the lights, but just physically, it changes the way your body feels.
And like, people might laugh at that assessment. It is so 100% accurate and relevant. Yeah, it really, really is.
The pros actually talk about it quite a lot.
They really do.
So here we go, Magic Archer Bandit looking bridge spammy from Igor right now.
Nice few hits there, connection. The zap allows him to take that Musketeer off the board.
And some poison value early. Knows that Night Witch will stick that Ewiz.
So as of right now, looks like Igor's just going pretty traditional bridge spam.
Yeah, Magic Archer has been a really nice addition to this archetype.
A lot of people talk about Magic Archer maybe needing a nerf right now. It's such a fun, high skill cap card to play because, you know, it's not that it's so hard to line up the piercing shots anymore, but it's about going too aggressive with those piercing shots, trying to get a couple shots in on the tower, and then all of a sudden being down 4 elixir and down one of your best defensive cards.
Javi again playing Night Witch high defensively, not able to put it behind anything. Another big breath from the SK Gaming 1v1 specialist.
The late low log stops that Ewiz. A lesser player would have went for the high log to get some tower damage.
Both players slowing down a bit in the final 10 seconds of single elixir, gearing up for when that pink stuff starts flowing. Magic Archer behind Royal Ghost, nicely placed poison by Javi.
Musketeer going to demand a response. Pekka comes down.
Very high, very aggressive Pekka from Igor.
And you know that Ewiz was there to catch whatever was going to kite that Pekka. Igor is playing so very well.
But still a very, very nice kite overall from Javi.
Yeah, he doubled down on it, was able to help it out. Doesn't actually get through to the tower, but nothing breaking through for Igor as of this moment.
And here we go, making a run for the tower. Night Witch just barely enough to stop that connection. But look at this Pekka on the right-hand side.
He's got 5 elixir to deal with all this, Rich, and it feels impossible. Magic Archer on the tower. Javi needs to get on top of that now.
Dark Prince down, trying to stop things. Magic Archer going to town, under 600 HP.
Pekka does not aggro or stay aggroed on the Giant. Giant does break through for Javi.
Giant gets on tower, Dark Prince on the right-hand side, Igor in a great position, and now doubling down right-hand lane.
And you got to imagine that last card for Igor is most likely going to be poison, so he just needs a little bit more tower damage. Javi is doing everything he can to keep that Magic Archer away.
Nice placement on the Dark Prince outside, taking care of business, keeping the Magic Archer not lined up with tower. 584, 90 seconds left in overtime.
A lot coming down. Maybe we see the kite attempt again. There it is. What's going to be there for the Royal Ghost?
Night Witch needs to get back to that Dark Prince one more time. Log pushing back. Decides to opt against. Dark Prince does come in high now.
Really, really nice, clean defense there from Javi, but can he get offensive presence on the board? That is the real question.
A couple Magic Archer shots on the left-hand side, not the primary concern right now for Javi. A little bit of leaked elixir here in this stressful moment.
Igor doing so well with making sure there's almost always a Magic Archer on the board.
And that's really, really nicely played. Poison does some damage both on the Magic Archer. Nice kite from the Giant. Javi staying alive, has not allowed damage on the right-hand side for a while. This Dark Prince, though, may be a little bit aggressive.
He doesn't have his log in cycle. He does have zap. There we go. Bandit dashes through, log lane, and that will clean up the push.
That was beautiful, beautiful defense on the right-hand side.
Pekka out of cycle. Graveyard comes down. This is huge.
Poison in response. 2 Musketeers alive.
And the Dark Prince. Still 8 elixir in his hand.
Javi trying to board on. Musketeer outside.
Oh, the Musketeer turns the wrong way. Dark Prince does pick up the barbs. Magic Archer gets a chip shot in. Another chip shot.
Missed the last one.
Javi's on the tower. 512. Javi knows he's lost it. He gets swept by the rookie.
Igor, 5-0.
I mean, he just looks so perfect, picture-perfect plays over and over. Confident, efficient defense, hyper-aggressive, calculated offense. And again, he just looks so calm right now.
These are two players for the record books. Of course, we've mentioned Igor's ladder prowess many times before. As you talked about, Morten most ever with 1.3 million cards won. 5th all-time in 12-win grand challenges completed with 423 when I wrote it down. There might be like 5 more since then.
Probably at least 5 more since then. It is World Finals week after all. Hunter gonna get caught by the miner, but a great bandit comes down for Igor, and again, just playing perfect micro.
And looking like it might be similar to what Igor ran back in the last match. First minute away, and Morten has taken first blood.
That's gonna bite in. And a very cheap, very effective push on the right side, but a zap cleans it all up.
And notice he plays the zap before the bats get there, not trying to do a little bit extra onto that miner, knowing that that little extra second actually isn't worth it damage-wise.
100%. And again, Igor doing such a good job of catching that miner, but this time not with the bandit, instead with the ice golem, and that allows a lot of damage to come in for Morten.
We will see some bats get on tower as well, so now dropping to under 400 HP is Igor's left-hand tower.
And you knew it had to happen eventually. Someone had to cut the Russian. Literally, he is from Russia. And it seems Morten might have that solved.
Final minute of regulation. 1,200 HP approximately separating these two players. Igor 5-0 so far on the season. Morten has had this SK squad built around him over 3 seasons in CRL.
And now you know Morten has this incredible luxury of just sending miners into that tower for the rest of the game, spending all the rest of his elixir on defense.
Final 40 seconds, miner to the inside spot, that's gonna be tower down.
Morten looking so strong right now.
Log Zap easily takes care of that up high. Skeletons in the back for the miner at the bridge. Igor giving a well played. It had to happen at some point. Igor takes his first loss, but much more important, Morten now 1 game away from the reverse sweep. We are gonna see a battle of titans. It's gonna be Morten and Surgical Goblin for a shot at finals.
This is everything we've been waiting for and everything you expect when you see Liquid and SK on the same side of the bracket. We know they're going to semis, and you have to imagine we're gonna go to Game 5 of King of the Hill, and these boys delivered. This